If you guys have not seen Devon Larratt's latest video, he's finally responded after around 4 days after the LEVAN Saginashvili match, and he's given us his thoughts about this match. But what I wanted to address specifically in this video is when Devon is talking about the odds of him ever pulling LEVAN Saginashvili again. Here's what he said about that.
I really hope that I am mature enough on this day, my 49th birthday, to really leave that alone. It's time for me really to stop chasing that. Me remaining, right at the front. It's not a responsible use of my energy.
So I did find the choice of words rather interesting. Devon is not saying that he is never going to pull LEVAN again, but rather he is saying that he hopes he is mature enough to not pull LEVAN again. The analogy he gives is like staying in the front lines and how his goals need to change as he becomes a little bit older, as he becomes a more seasoned puller. And I think that what he's saying is that if he weighs how much positive effect he could have on the sport overall, he's going to have a lot more positive effect if he tries to go more down that promoter line as opposed to just trying to be #1 in the world all the time. We saw throughout Devon's prep for the LEVAN match that he was posting a lot fewer videos than normal, and we really didn't get to see any kind of collaboration between him and other athletes like we have in the past, and it became really clear that he was just training constantly 24 hours a day, and he was sleeping and eating, and that was pretty much all that he was doing. So I think that basically what Devon is saying here is he doesn't feel that it is super responsible of him to continue trying to be #1 in the world, when in all reality, the odds of him becoming #1 in the world are probably not very high. If he could become #1 in the world, maybe that would help the sport overall more so than him doing more promotion, but from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like that's highly likely. Although at the same time, it is interesting that Devon did not come right out and say that he will never pull LEVAN again, so I think it's still possible. Now, I have seen a lot of people that were really disappointed when Devon lost, and they were saying how bad this was for the sport, but I think that what Devon is telling us here is that this could be a good thing overall. The reality is that when Devon is prepping for LEVAN, he really doesn't do anything else other than that. But if he's prepping for a 105 weight category or a 115 weight category, it's likely that he'll be posting videos all the time and that we're going to see him compete maybe once every month or two. So just from an entertainment perspective and for the overall growth of the sport, this could actually be a very good thing that Devon is dropping down in categories. And I think it's also a lot more likely that we're going to see Devon doing a lot more collaborations. I think he's going to be training some people, doing a lot more social media stuff overall, and I'm guessing he'll be working on developing armbet to a greater degree as well. None of these things were possible during his LEVAN prep, but now that he's dropping in weight categories, all of these things are going to be possible, and we'll still get to see Devon compete even more than before. So let me know if you guys agree with this, but to me, I think that overall, this might be a very good thing. LEVAN really is a great face of the sport in my opinion, and I think that Devon being in this new position where he can do a lot more different things is probably good for everyone.